Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make tank tracks in Roblox Plain Crazy. Let's get on. So we click that hammer button to build. Go to blocks, get that 1x1 block, and go ahead and start building the basic thing. This here, and now we're going to need to add a motor to drive the wheels that the tank tracks are going to be wrapping around. So we get a motor here. Now we're going to have to get a cylinder right here. So we go to cylinders, and the way I'm doing it here is going to be explained later. It is a good technique, and will be explained later why the wheels look strange. Like different sizes, 1x1 cylinder, 3x3 cylinder, 1x1 cylinder again. So now, let's go ahead and do some more wheels. Go and get a block to count right here. Here, then here, then one more, and let's click it. Okay. Now I go get another motor number 1, and put that there. Then go to cylinders. Yeah, get the 1x1 cylinder first. Yeah, 2 of those here, and then we get the 3x3 cylinder in the middle. Yes. So now we're going to need 4 of those wheels on each side. So we need to make some more. Counting the space here, 3 blocks. So now click here, and yes, 1, 2, 3. Let's count the there. 1, 2, 3. One more. Click. Yes, that's what we need to do. Now go back to motors and put them here. Then we're going to go to cylinders for the wheels. So let's go. Get the cylinders. Then the first cylinder, just get that here. Yeah, 2 of them here, and 1 more in the middle, 3x3 cylinder. Yes. So now we need to replicate the exact same thing here on the same side, but counting in opposite. So let's go 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, 3 blocks away from each other. That sounds nice. Yep, make the blocks aligned. Now let's add some more motors. Yep, motor number 1. Put them all there. And some more cylinders for the wheels. Here. Yep. Do one more right here with a space in between so we can put that 3x3 cylinder. Which is right here. Get that 3x3 and put it here. Okay, so now we've got it. We need to adjust the motors. So right here we go with S here and W right here. And put the speed to, let's just do it about 23.5. Then we click here, copy, Control C, and then paste, Control V. And then we can go ahead and paste again, Control V. And then paste one more time, Control V. Now to get the exact same speed without taking too much time, we click Control V, then E and D right here. Now we click Control V, Control C, just copy and then paste with Control V. And paste it right here. Paste it one more time. So now we've got our basic thing, and we need some suspension, honestly. With no suspension, that's not very good. So let's add 1 spring suspension right here. Yep, click it on all of those blocks. And now we need a base to connect all of the wheels together, and they can't be going around here, just spinning and get a beam 1x7. It's the longest we have. Yep, and keep adding them right here. Ooh, okay. Click here. Let's get out. Now this is like 2 blocks after the last spring. Here, 2 blocks after the spring. Need to do the exact same with the front. So we just add 2 blocks here. 2x5 blocks, that's 10 blocks added to the front. Yes, and now let's go ahead and get a main pilot seat and test out our overall wheels and suspension. Test it. So now here's how to control the car. For the left set of wheels, we click W to move them forward. For the right set of wheels, we click E. When we click W and E, it moves both set of wheels forward. When we click S, we move the first set of wheels backward. Right here, the left set. And when we click D, we move the right set of wheels backward. And when we click them both, they both will move backward, and so will the tank. So now, let's just go ahead and do some more drive-in right here. Yep. Click them both, and now we have both set of wheels. And obviously, to turn, you could just click W to move right, and of course E to move left. And now the suspension was looking great over there. Suspension works fine. Now we need to make the tracks right here. So here's where the weird wheel design comes in. For various purposes, I decided to make track pieces that interlock with the wheels. And you can see here where there will be ropes connected, and it will be tightened, and this will move right here. This will move up, and now it will interlock with the wheels, bringing a good tracks. And let's go ahead and move it up so we can put tracks on the bottom. Yep, move it up one more time. Now let's add tracks. So first, we need to go down on one of the wheels, click the block under it, then click one more block under it, and delete that block over it. Now we have basically what the first set of tracks should be. We make that U-shaped track design, which interlocks with the wheels, and now we go here to the gears moving, and we go to rope. That's how all of the track pieces are connected. And okay, so let's just move this guy out of the way for a little bit. Yep, now let's delete that rope flying in the air and continue. For that track piece, we're just gonna add 2 ropes right here. Now, you know, the space, it's like 1 block thin tracks, so we can go ahead and put the ropes there with this space and go ahead and put these tracks on, these pieces of tracks. Yes, now let's go ahead and add ropes here. And to make a corner of the tracks, because you can't exactly be round and plain crazy, we're just gonna make it like that. You have 3 blocks next to each other. Then we move the rope up, and it's gonna be like that. That's how we do a corner. So basically the tracks are just gonna wrap around the wheels like in a box. And the track links will be facing the wheels, as you can see here. The main reason it's not like that is because if it were like that, it's gonna stick with the wheels. And I'll get back to you once I'm finished with the first set of tracks. Okay, so I'm done with my first set of tracks, and you can see here that my first set of tracks are wrapping around the wheels. You can see the track links, they're pointing straight to the wheels, and they're wrapping around it. You can see right here. get a good position to let you see the first set of tracks right here on the left. Yep. Here. Everything's good. Now let's go ahead and make this clear. Turn this gray right here. Yeah. Get a good angle, let you guys see it. Okay. It's looking good now. So, yes. Right now, I'm gonna get back to you with the other set of tracks. Okay, so I'm back and I'm done finishing the other set of tracks. Right here, you can see now I'm done with both set of tracks. And you can see here they're wrapping around the wheels. So now let's go ahead and paint that gray again, because it's easier to see. And right here, we have both set of tracks. Now, we'll have this rope tightened to fit the wheels. Let's see how that rope is tightened. So right here, you can see, right here, this is the controls. To tighten the rope with R, and you loosen the rope with F. So now, let's go ahead and test it out. See how it's like. So now we're gonna go ahead and tighten the rope right here with R. Lightly press R until it's shaking. You can see here, wow, it's shaking right now. So now we're gonna lightly press F here and a little bit more. So no, wow, very good. You can see right here, my tracks are working excellent with the wheels. The way they interlock. That was W right there, controlling the left track, moving it forward. That was E right there, moving the right track forward. Now that's both. Ooh, it's shaking a little bit. Let's go ahead and loosen that up a little. So now that's E. Now that's S, moving the left track backward. That was D. And now let's move forward. And let's go ahead for a little off-roading. Terrain crossing and, first of all, railways. So we're going to the railways right now, and you can see tracks are working excellent, rolling with the wheels. Everything is great. And we're going to go ahead to the rails right now and do some crossing. Now, the ropes by themselves, they always get stuck with the rails, and that's extremely annoying. But now they have blocks attached, track links right there, and wow, very nice. You can see here. Let's go backwards and try that again. This tank, go ahead and try crossing over the railway again. Yes, it's working very well. Tracks are very good and crossing terrain and other things. Okay, so now let's go ahead and turn right here. Yep, right here you can see that railway right over there. Now, here's how the interlocking tracks work. Actually, you see here, there are tons of benefits of interlocking tracks right now. See here, while I'm driving, you can see the tracks are not sliding off the wheels. That's because they interlock with the wheels. Parts of the tracks and the wheel, they interlock with each other. So when they're interlocking, they cannot shift to the side. And right now, because they cannot shift to the side, the tracks are staying in place with the wheels. And when the wheels are rotating, the tracks will rotate. That's how I came up with the interlocking mechanism. That's how I thought of it, actually. That's how I thought of the interlocking mechanism. So let's continue driving here. And let's go back to our base right here. Let's go back. Wow, these tracks are doing a great job of crossing the train right here. Doing a great job. Going right here. See, the reason it's kind of like in short slow-mo is because, like, I believe it's because in Plane Crazy, like, you know, I'm pretty sure there were not meant to be tracks here, and all the ropes and the tracks, they're bending against the wheels and all these functions or so. Yep, it's kind of creating it to be slower, but honestly it moves fast. So now we're here back at our base. Let's go ahead. Maneuver. Okay, so now we're here at building position again. And let's go ahead and build the hull now of the tank. So we're going to go ahead and one space after the suspension so it can move. And we're going to build 2 blocks down. And you can see right here, this platform, it is 5 blocks long right here. And right here, the height is like 3 blocks. Oopsies. Let's go ahead and get that there. And then let's go ahead to the back of the tank. And do the same as in the front. I'm going to go ahead and build 2 blocks down. Right here, add 4 more blocks to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, right here, obviously, it would be horrible to have plain armor that's facing directly at you. Need obviously angled armor, so where I'm putting some wedges here. Here, wedges. We need 1x2 wedges. We're gonna get that and put it right here to make some angled armor right here. Just gonna put 5 of those in place right here, and you know there's a slot for some more. So let's go ahead and get the wedges, the regular wedges, and put it right here. See here, from 1x2 to 1x1, you can see there's a line difference. Gets from steeper to less steeper. Just a little round there. So now let's go ahead and continue to the front and put that there. Actually, no, let's not do that right there. Put something else. Let's go ahead and put some, actually, wedge 1x2s and put them right here. Like this, which means now the front is much more rounder right here. You can see the line gets from steeper to less steeper and even less steeper. Right here. So now let's go ahead to the back of the tank. Right here, you can see, here's the back. We're going to go ahead and get some wedges. We're going to get wedges right here. And we're going to go down and get the wedge 1x3. Because obviously it's the platform facing, it's like 3 blocks right here. So now we're going to go here and just going to put in a position kind of like the back of a tiger or a panzer or something. And yep, and just put those blocks right there. Now, put those wedges right there. Now we're going to put those blocks right here. Now this is a beam 1x7, the longest beam. Put it here, and put it here, and it almost fits, you know. It's only by 1 block difference. It's only 1 block left. Just put those 2. Then we're going to go ahead and get a 1x1 block to fill those walls right here. Yeah, it's looking good right now. Okay, now I see here the main pilot seat is 1 more block high, so let's go ahead and add 1 more layer of side armor. Yep, put that here. Oh, the camera. Now we get a beam 1x7 and put those right here. Since the armor is going to be put 1 more time, I'm going to get that here. And now you can see space right here for 1 more angled armor. Right here, that's going to be wedges 1x1. I'm going to put that here, and you can see it's an interesting shape. It goes from steeper, 3 times less steeper than 1 more steeper. Now let's go ahead and paint that gray. It's looking good now. So now, right here, we need side skirts. Right here. So to cover the tracks high, let's go ahead and actually let's switch it like that. Yeah, that sounds good. And since you know the tracks themselves are 3 blocks, and the motors right here you can see is 1 more block, or that's 4 blocks. Same here. Let's keep adding more thread links. Whoops. Let's go ahead and get that deleted and keep going. So add more of these panels. And yes, it's matching right here. Now let's go to the other side to make one more set. Oh, let's rotate that here. Click that here. Then just go right here. And keep clicking to add more panels. Here and click, 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 click. Yes. Now put the camera at this angle so I can see when they're equivalent right here. And now it looks good. Let's paint that gray. It's looking good right now, but wow, it's the hole. It's looking pretty hollow. We need a cover for that hole, kind of like a ceiling. I put that here and put those half blocks right here. So now that's going to be the top of the hole. Here. Yes, and now for the smaller things, we're going to go ahead and get half blocks. These 1 by 1 half blocks. Now you see here, there's a little slot for the main pilot seat. That's going to be where we jump out. So now, you saw, I just did the gray. Let's go ahead and test this out. The hull of the tank of the tracks. Let's go ahead and tighten the tracks up. And it's looking good. Let's go ahead, tighten them more up. See, they can't be too loose, or else they'll tip over and fall out. What you see here, there's a little shaking. Press F. Yes, let's press some more F. Good. So now, it's looking great so far. And you see here, I just jumped out. Right here, it's going well. And then once you slide back in, I literally just popped back in the main pilot seat. And I can control again. So now this is W and E right now, and I'm going forwards. And just as a fun suspension test, let's go ahead and drive this tank off a very non-high cliff. A small cliff. And you can see there, the springs, they just compressed right here. Yeah, you can see right here, spring. Now let's go back. And right here, this tank looks good and all, but it's turretless. So let's go ahead and make it a turret. So right now, I'm going to go ahead to motors to get a motor to turn the turret. Right here. Yes. And finding a good place. And that's why it's odd right now. The odd plates from the hull. So that the motor can be in the middle. And now it's good. Let's go ahead and get some blocks and add a block to the top of the motor and 2 blocks to the side of the motor. So basically just 5 blocks centered in the motor. Now right here, let's add some blocks to replicate sides. Now this is basically where the gun mechanism will be mounted. Let's delete those and place it with the real thing. Going to be wedges. No way we're going to have a blocky turret. Let's go ahead and put down 1 by 2 wedges. And yes, everything's looking good. Let's put it on the other side. And since there's not going to be any mechanisms here, let's just fill the space up. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so everything is looking good. We have the first part of the turret up. And now time for the gun mechanism. The gun elevation mechanism. So we're gonna go ahead and put motors, of course. Motors are the thing that moves, helping. Now we put a block in the middle. Now let's go ahead and adjust these motors. See here? Now this backward's gonna be up. It's gonna be down. Now let's go to the right motor. This is gonna be inverted, down, then up. Whoopsies, up. Great. Because they're facing each other, so they have to be inverted. And let's put it faster. Right here to 3.48. Sounds nice. Do the same here with the other. 3.48. Great. Yeah, I rhymed there. Okay, now let's start building again. I'm going to get some blocks. And of course we cannot have a flat turret. It's going to look very weird. So let's add some blocks here. Yes, and we go to wedges. Get a wedge 1x2. Yep. Put that here. Sure it's round. Yes. Everything's going well. Now let's rotate down there. Put it there. Yes. Good. And now there's a space. Let's go ahead and fill it. Get a block 1x1 and fill that space because there's nothing to use for it. So now, see here we have the gun mechanism. Here, and we're going to get some half blocks because there's some spaces. Unconventional spaces we can reduce the half blocks. Now let's paint the turret gray. Okay, it's looking good so far. Now let's go ahead to PvP weapons and get the gun. We have the gun right here. Now let's add 5 of these. 1, 2. Close that chat bar. It's not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like enough for a gun. Okay, so it's looking good. Now let's fix the turret rotation. Now see here I'm using a QWERTY keyboard. Right here. Next to R is T on the keyboard. And next to F is G. So basically just G for backward, T for forward. And put that to 3.48. Right here. Yes, it's looking good. Let's go ahead and test it. Yep. Grab a tank. Let's go ahead and tighten the tracks using R. Okay, looking good. Okay, so now let's move the turret. Right here using T right here. Wow, it's moving pretty good. Has a good speed. Whoa! That gun's moving crazy up. I like an anti-aircraft gun. It's moving like crazy up here. Spotted an airplane. Okay, well, I didn't put any limiters on that gun. Let's go ahead and put a limiter using a half block. Because we can't just have a gun that elevates quite weirdly. Let's go to half blocks and put one to the back of the turret, eliminating some space, and click it right here. Good, so now let's test this tank right now. Let's go ahead and tighten the tracks. Oh, it's shaking a lot. We have to press F to loosen it up. Looking good right now. Nice. Now the gun has had a good range of elevation and depression. Has a great range. Down arrow key, up arrow key. And the turret's moving excellent right here. Okay. So I'm really excited right now. I finally finished the tank. And now you can see here in the turret, it's moving, gun's moving up and down. And right here you can see the turret has full 360 degrees of turret rotation in both directions, left and right, using T and G. Okay. Tracks work great, and overall this tank looks pretty good. That was W, that was E. See here in tracks, they're working great. Everything is working great here. Yep, see here. It's looking excellent. Now right here we have a tank with armor W and E right now. It has moving wheels and tank tracks, and has a working suspension. That's S and W. That's S and D actually right now. Now almost doing a wheelie there. Moving suspension. Gun can move up and down. Turret can rotate from side to side.